guys. Okay. So I'm Thalia. Nice to meet you guys. Or if I already know you, thanks for joining and watching my video. So the topic I want to go over today is healing or ignoring. So the reason I picked this one is because as my first topic, because a lot of people don't talk about this stage and trying to heal or trying to get better as far as like relationships or trying to better yourself or trying to be as healthy as you can be, like mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, I knew what I was going through. I didn't realize ignoring your pain was such a big factor in whether you're truly healing or you ignoring the fact that you're getting worse. So I looked up definitions for healing and for ignoring, so I know where to start, so you guys would know where I'm coming from. Okay, so the definition for healing is to be healthy, whole or sound, restored to health, to bring to an end or conclusion as conflicts between people or groups, usually with the strong implication of restoring former enmity and settle, reconcile, to free from evil, cleanse, or purify. The definition of ignoring is to refrain from noticing or recognizing, to reject. So based on the definitions that I looked up on, so healing is basically taking yourself out of situations or realizing like within yourself that I'm better, that I can be better. I'm doing like either like for your soul or physically, like, oh, I broke something, or I know I'm going through a healing process. Like whatever you need to go through, you reconciled that in yourself. You gave your strength in knowing that in your heart that without that, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Without that healing process, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And ignoring is ignoring the fact that like overlooking it. Ignoring is knowing you need to be in healing or in a process of healing, and you're ignoring the signs, or you're seeing the signs and you're just like, I can live without it. And for a while I was stuck in this stage for about a year and a half because I was so focused on drinking and going out and getting drunk, and I wasn't realizing the more seriousness of everything that I was going through was just making me worse. Because ignoring it, when you look yourself in the mirror, or when everything's said and done and nobody's at your house, or you're like back from a function, or you have like, or you just got back home, or all your friends are leaving and you're sitting there by yourself. And then you look at your hands and you look at your body, you look at yourself in the mirror, and then you realize like, I'm not me. Who is this person? When you hear darkness, or when you sit there and look at yourself and realize like, I don't even know who that person is. Or when you ask questions like, when's the last time I opened my Bible? Or when's the last time I hung out with my best friend? Like, not your best friends that you go out with, like, kicking it. Like, your best friends that you're avoiding because you know they're going to be real about the shit that you've been doing. That friend. Or family members that you know that they're going to call you out on some bullshit that you shouldn't be in. Them people. And you notice you're crowded around a whole bunch of bullshit and people that you usually don't fuck with. You lowered your standards because you didn't want to be alone. Yeah. I was stuck in that stage for a while because I didn't feel like I deserved to be anywhere else. I ignored my anxiety. My anxiety was telling me that I shouldn't have been in situations that I've been in, and I still did it. My anxiety was telling me that I need to get up and I need to clean my apartment, and I haven't took a shower in 3 days, and I need to do my hair, but I ignored it. My anxiety would tell me that I haven't talked to my mom in 6 days. Maybe you should call her. Maybe you should tell her you need help. I ignored that. My anxiety would rise when I would go out because I was trying to figure out whether I was going to be in a fight or not. I would ignore it because I didn't care. My depression. I ignored my depression because I noticed the lifelessness in my face, in my beauty, in myself, in my clothes, the way I held myself. It wasn't the same. I ignored social media. I didn't care how I looked. I didn't care how people looked at me. My depression got worse, and I would do something more. Like I would be like, okay, well, I haven't took a shower in 6 days. Well, let's just buy a new outfit and some new heels and forget about it. Or I haven't got a haircut in 2 weeks. Why? Fuck it, let's just straighten it. I don't like how I look. I haven't been to the gym. Why? Fuck it. I'm thick. Let's do it. And when I ignored my my inner thoughts. I didn't trust my gut because I felt like my gut got me in situations that I didn't want to be in. So why would I trust my gut? Like, why would I trust my gut for what? I'm heartbroken. For what? I have anxiety. For what? I have depression. And if I would have trusted my gut, and if I would have accepted that I had depression, or if I was just really broken and I needed help, I should have spoke up. And my gut would tell me, you need to tell someone. And I ignored it. And the more you ignore it, and the longer it takes to get over something. I swear to God. The longer you ignore it, the longer the healing process is going to be. The healing process is meant for you to get up every day and for you to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm sad. I'm gonna get better. Yeah, I'm fucked up and I don't have any friends. But you have better friends. And you're going to be better. And you're going to excel at everything you do today. Why? Because you said you did. or you said you were going to. It stops that healing process. And then when you have like, the healing process is meant for you to get better and for you to confront yourself. Because if you don't confront yourself and people are telling you, so they're blue in the face, like, what's up? What's going on? Why are you doing that? That's not you. If you don't confront that for yourself, how can you realize that you're in a hole you dug in yourself, in the process that you're going, like, you're not facing your feelings face forward, instead of being like, you know what, you're doing too fucking much. Why are you wearing that? That's not you. The moment you turn on that switch, like, oh, I'm ignoring this, let me keep going, let me do this, that's when you'll start to realize that the confrontation that you came with yourself, confronting yourself is it has to be the scariest thing I ever did, because you realize flaws about yourself that you realize, well, this is why this happened. Well, if you didn't put yourself in a position that you shouldn't have been in, would you have been there? No. If you weren't going to be, if you would have realized that you were a toxic person, would you have stopped the toxicity? Or at least confronted yourself about it? Yeah. Because it takes two to ruin a relationship. And I'm not just saying like a sexual relationship. I'm meaning like friends to, mom and daughter to, daughter and sister, like sister and sister, daughter and a father. Like, it takes two. It takes two to ruin a relationship. You and God, if you haven't like prayed in a long time and God keeps knocking and you don't open that door, it's your fault. If you haven't talked to your mom in a couple of days and she's been trying to reach out to you and she's texting you every day and everything, and you're sitting here like, I have all this hurt and I'm cool and I don't have to talk to her every day, whose fault is that? If your sister's sitting here like really trying, no matter what you guys been through, no matter what you guys did, no matter everything, I mean, that's your sister, you know, you're gonna go through some shit, you know. So if you sit here and you ignore that person and they're healing and they're confronting themselves and realizing that I don't really fuck with my sister, let me make it better. What does it say about you? If, just like that can go for your aunts. If your aunts are trying to get a hold of you, if they're popping up at where you're at, if they're checking it up on you, if you lose contact and they get back in contact with you and they do everything they need to do to keep them on your team, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you willing to go to bat for them? No. Did you express how you felt to them besides just ignoring them? No. Why? Because I know. I've been there. I've held in so much hurt over the last few years that when it came to confronting myself, it took me almost a year to realize you're not as good as you think you are. You're not as perfect as you think you are. You just started an argument because you just felt like when you were in the 5th grade and your mom punished you for something you didn't agree on. Now you're 23 and you still have that hurt from when you were in the 5th grade. and you never told her about it, or you never had a face-to-face talk with her, or the boy that you've been with for 6 years, and you just continuously just sit here and ignore everything. All the toxicity with both of you, not just him. You ignore everything that he's doing and everything that you're doing, and you'll be happy. Are you happy with yourself? With who you are? Are you tired? I know I was. Every day. Waking up. It's like a cycle, you know? And at the end of this video, honestly, that's going to be my question for you. Are you tired of the cycle? Are you going to break it? Or are you going to keep going? Because I broke mine. And it's hard. It's very hard. And that's why I make these videos, because if I had someone to look at me or tell me, "Hey, aren't you tired? Baby, aren't you tired?" And how many times God tried to talk to me? "I miss you. Come to work. I miss you. Spend some time with me." And I wouldn't even say that people didn't even come up to you, you know? Are you tired? How long are you going to be dealing with that? You. What are you going to do? How are you going to deal with it? You're going to keep ignoring yourself? You're going to keep ignoring your gut? You're going to keep saying you're fine? Because you're not? This is literally the boundary of having healthy relationships. Are you going to tell your friends that I'm healing and I'm changing and I'm in a different mindset and I'm getting better? Or you're going to ignore the fact that everybody can see that you aren't the same? It takes that much. It literally takes that much to wake up tomorrow or today, or to make the decision like, I'm done. I need better for myself, for my family, for my husband, for my sisters, my brother, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins that are looking at me. I need better for myself. Because don't get me wrong, there's a lot you can really sit here and be like, oh, well, you know, I'm the oldest, so I have to keep it together. I'm the youngest, I'm the middle child, so I gotta keep it together. I'm the youngest, so, you know, I gotta make a good first impression. I'm the older cousin, I gotta keep going. I'm the least favorite, so, you know, I'm the black sheep. No one looks at me, so I gotta keep going for myself. Even if you think you're good, talk to someone. Journal. Pray. Even if you don't believe in God. Believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? If you don't take the first step in healing, who's going to take it for you? If you don't take the first step in believing you're done, who's going to take it for you? You're going to be stuck in the same spot for 10 years, 15 years, 2 kids later, a divorce later. 2 best friends later, 2 careers later. When are you going to realize you deserve better for you? When are you going to realize that ignoring it just makes it worse? Because it does. All right. Well, that's what I have to say. I got a bit emotional. So I'm going to end it with a scripture because, I don't know, I feel like there's a reason I went through everything that I went through, and this is one of the scriptures that I helped, or what I read when I went through everything that I was going through. So, Psalms 147, verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. I believe in God because of everything that I've been through. And, you know, at the end of the day, I want the best for you guys. Just like how I want the best for me. You're gonna need to do better for you. Until you realize that person or that object that keeps you going is just not enough. You need better for yourself. Better for you. Love you guys. Thank you.